my 5-year-old boy through one of our Echoes, and I'm just gonna run with it. I didn't plan on buying it, but I'm gonna review it anyways because I have it. It literally came like a couple hours after I found out he bought it. I'm also gonna be reviewing these bad boys right here during this live run. I couldn't put 2 products in, just 1 product, so we're gonna be reviewing the DJI fully on this review, this live run, but we're also going to have these bad boys in and we're going to talk about them as well. So these are the Galaxy Bud SE, I think I said, or FE, I don't know. This one's an SE, the other one's an FE, I don't know. Very, very similar. So let's go ahead and put these bad boys in. They are super easy to get out of this case. I was very, very happy with that. Pop these bad boys in. All right, and so while I'm running live, I'm actually gonna switch to my music. I can just tap right here and hit play and it'll start playing my music while I'm still live, which is really, really awesome. So let's talk about the DJI OSMO SE, I believe. I need to make sure I have that right. I think it is the SE. So this does not have a tripod built into the handle. So once again, I'm not super impressed. I am going to be taking the tripod handle off because I want the most, I want it to be as lightweight as possible. So we're going to be running through all the different modes and we're going to be talking about the gimbal and all that fun stuff in this run. We're going to do 4 miles. I am still probably sick right now, so I probably shouldn't be out running, but I can't not run, so I'm going. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into our stretches before we do the 4-mile run. So I just do a bunch of random stretches, some lunges, just to get things going. And the fact that this does give you a tripod is nice, but it's not built in, so that's a little bit annoying. And we'll talk about some of the pros and cons of this stabilizer that I've learned just in the few minutes that I've been messing around with it. And we're going to do a little bit of a comparison to the Mobile 6, the DJI Omni or Osmo, DJI Osmo Mobile 6. So we'll be comparing this to that one because I just reviewed that last month. So yeah, let me get these buds locked in. I'm gonna leave the case behind. All right, I need to make sure that my earbuds are paired up correctly. They love to pair up with my TV. There we go. Boom, we got the buds. Now, we're gonna be testing these buds. I don't know if you're actually hearing these as the microphone, but I'll try to maybe turn them off and see if it sounds any different. So we're gonna be testing these buds to see if they actually work as a microphone on YouTube Live. I don't think anything Bluetooth works on YouTube Live. I'm already seeing this thing drifting all over the place, which is what the Mobile 6 did. Yeah, look at that. Where am I? I'm right here. Stay in frame. So it's already doing the drifting thing where when my arm moves, it starts to drift out of the way. And that's because this thing is a 3-axis gimbal, so it has the ability to maneuver all over the place. And we only need 1 axis when we're running. We just want it to stay in the horizontal level. I'm gonna jump over to my Spotify and start that up right now. All right, got my Strava locked in. Let's get this back. Okay. All right, there we go. So I'm going to be using the joystick this time. On the last phone stabilizer I used by DJI, I did not use the joystick at all. So I'm going to maneuver this thing all over the place. But the problem is I move it to fit the frame and to get me in focus, and then it moves itself right back out. So because it's such a intense phone stabilizer, it just always moves. This thing is literally always on the move. All right, so we're gonna be doing a 4-mile run with the DJI OSMO, I believe it's the SE. I'm doing the Galaxy Buds FE, so I'm just so confused on which one is which. It's the Mobile SE. I believe that's what I'm running with. All right, so I left the tripod at home. I don't like running with a heavy phone stabilizer. It gets really annoying. And this thing is doing okay so far. It's definitely colder than I thought. I can see my breath. I think that dude in the truck is looking at that house for sale. He's gonna stop, say something to me, but he didn't. All right. Yeah, so far, the stabilizer is acting very similar to the Mobile 6, where it literally has a mind of its own. It just likes to move all over the place. I think the phone's wobbling a little bit more than with the Mobile 6 though. That one kept the phone locked. It would move all over the place like this one is, but lock the phone down. All right. Yeah, so the funny story, if you stick around long enough, I'll tell you a little story about this phone stabilizer. My 5-year-old boy is obsessed with our Echoes, and he went on and he saw this as an advertisement, the Mobile SE, and he bought it. One-click purchase, he bought it straight off of Amazon. And the next morning when I woke up, I got a notification saying that your package was on the way. And I looked, and it was this phone stabilizer. So we're reviewing this phone stabilizer because of my 5-year-old boy, which is just so funny. He's obsessed with tech. Okay, let's talk about the phone stabilizer. So the grip is a little bit bigger than the Mobile 6. So it feels a little fatter, a little more chunky. But it's the same sort of molding. Your hand sort of fits in the same spot. So when I'm holding it straight up and down, it feels much better. But when I start to use the joystick, I feel like it gets a little squirrely in the hand. It feels a little weird. But the joystick is working really, really nicely. I'll go ahead and show you that right now. I'm going to pan around. That's all joystick right there. Pan around again. And that's basically as far as you can pan. And it's reversed on the up and down. So the up and down will reverse. So down is up is down, which is a little bit annoying, but whatever. So the joystick definitely works. This does not have a selfie stick, so you cannot extend it out. And you actually can't tilt it forward, besides with the motor. So there is no way to tilt this thing in any direction with the actual stabilizer. It's all motorized, which cuts a little bit of weight I think this is 100 grams lighter than the Mobile 6. But I kind of feel like I'm able to control this thing a little bit better than the Mobile 6. It feels like it's not moving as much all over the place. And we'll just go ahead and run through the modes real quick. So this is the, we'll call it the diamond with the circle in the middle. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna switch it over to the oval. So now we're on the oval. I can still, my arm, the handle is vertical right now and the phone is horizontal. So I'm able to bring the handle all the way out like this. So that's cool. That's on the oval. But on the oval, the phone is swinging from top to bottom. It's swinging back and forth. The bottom is swinging back and forth. So that's new. So let's go to the next one. So the next one looks like it's trying to lock the phone in place and not let the phone move and not let the handle move. So this is stabilizing in multiple ways, which is super annoying for running. We'll go to the next one, which is an infinite circle. So this is an infinite circle right here. Also terrible for running. So the the diamond with the circles, the very first mode is the best mode for running. And that's the same with the Mobile 6. All right, let's check out the Steadicam footage. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna hold it straight up and down to get the best Steadicam. All right. Wow, it's not as good as a Mobile 6. So this gimbal, 1 mile, 8 minutes, 18 seconds. All right, we just hit our first mile. It came in my Bluetooth earbuds. I'm reviewing the Galaxy Buds as well. So the gimbal is more choppy than the Mobile 6. So the Mobile 6 has a better gimbal. It's way smoother. This one is definitely on the choppy side. I'm going through all the modes right now just to make sure I'm not missing something. Okay, so that's the fourth mode. Still terrible, sort of. Let's do some panning. I mean, that's kind of smooth. I'm running at 8 miles an hour. And that's our panning. And that is on the infinite circle, if you guys want to know. Now we're going back to the diamond circle. Whoa. I just tilted it forward and it just vibrated at me like I did something wrong. I should also mention my phone is completely naked right now. I left the case at home, and I'll show you guys if you stick around to the end of the run. I'll show you what I mean and why I did it. Basically, the way that the DJI phone stabilizer grips your phone, it hates a case. It hates it. So if you're having problems with your case, just take it off. This thing will grip your phone so much better, and it's designed. This thing is actually designed to grip a naked phone. So, all right, let's do some panning. 8 miles an hour. I mean, that's not bad. I'm bouncing all over the place. And this is looking really solid. And then if I double tap the infinite circle on the device, it's going to go into landscape mode, which is really cool. Double tap it again, back into portrait. red car for some weird reason, and then acted like I was gonna hit them. Did you see them get out of the way as if I was gonna run them over? That's a bad driver. That's a bad driver. All right. And then if I double tap the trigger, it brings the phone back to center, which is really cool. So I'm gonna adjust it with the joystick, and I'm gonna show you how I can double tap it, and there it goes, right back to center, which is really cool. So this thing definitely likes to be maneuvered around in the circle diamond mode, but it doesn't like to be maneuvered around in any other mode. So if you're running or you're doing anything where you're in motion, you definitely want it on the first mode. That's the best. So the handle is not bad, but whenever I take my thumb off the handle to go maneuver the joystick or push any of the buttons, I literally feel like this thing's gonna fall out of my hands. Like, there's something about the hand grip that is not confident inspiring. I'm literally like, nah. Also, I wish that YouTube had a better image quality while live, because I've watched these live runs back and they're terrible, and it really sucks, because I'm telling you guys, like, oh look, there's a tree over there, and you guys are like, I can't see anything. It looks absolutely terrible. Yeah, there is a record button on here which doesn't do anything, so it's only for pairing up with the DJI app, which, hit me up in the comments if you think that the DJI app is good. If you like the DJI app, hit me up in the comments. All right, I'm gonna test out these earbuds real quick. Okay, I had to go into my Spotify. It was on my kids' music. Okay, let's test out these earbuds. Wow, I can barely hear anything. That's awesome. Sound quality is good. They're comfortable in the ear. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely getting immersed in my run with these earbuds. That's good.
2 miles. Eight minutes, 7-second mile for the second mile. That's good. Okay, earbuds sound good. They're a little bit on the muted side, the highs, the mids, the lows. Everything sounds a little bit muted. But I was definitely able to like zone out and go into the music for a minute. So the buds FE, I think they're FE. How do I have two products that are SE and FE? This is hilarious, people. This is hilarious. All right. I'm from India. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, India. I'm watching a YouTuber who travels around to different countries. I haven't watched his India series yet, so I don't know how to say hello in India. I need to learn how to do that, because it sounds fun. It sounds fun to just say hello in another country, another language. Okay, so earbuds for running, I'm gonna give them a 4 out of 5 stars for sure. Let's go back to the DJI and talk about this for a minute. So I just figured out something back there. This phone stabilizer wants you to use the joystick to move it around. It doesn't want you to pan your phone around like this. It hates that, at least on this setting. So if you're buying this thing for running, it might not be the best. It might not be the best. I'm just gonna say that. It's not terrible so far, but it is funny how, like right now, I just wanted it to stay on my face, but it didn't like that. It's got a mind of its own. It's always moving and stabilizing. The other thing is the joystick. You can hit it in the corner. You can hit it in between the up and down. I'm sorry, up and left. So it'll go up and to the left like this, diagonally, which I didn't want. I wanted it to just do this, just pan over. But instead it did this weird thing where it's doing like up and down all at once. Luckily the trigger centers it again. That is a blessing, because this thing can get all out of whack. So as much as I didn't like the phone's tripod on the Mobile 6, I am definitely missing the ability to extend my phone out a little bit. So that's one thing you cannot do on this. There's no selfie stick like the 6. Fingers crossed the Mobile 7 is the lightest weight phone stabilizer on the planet. That would be amazing. I would buy that thing in a heartbeat. And I know you guys are probably like, oh, 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Why are you complaining, bro? It's not the weight in terms of heaviness. It's the weight in terms of trying to run and still have your arm move. It's complicated. It's really complicated. You probably won't know it until you get a phone stabilizer in your hand, you go for a run. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. I don't believe strength has anything to do with it. I think it's purely mechanical. Your arm wants to move, and the lighter weight device you're holding, the more natural it feels, and you feel like you're just running with nothing in your hand. That's my goal. That's the goal, people. All right. Yeah, these phone stabilizers look the best in rear-facing mode. That guy passed me earlier. That's funny. Hey, we got an e-bike cyclist. I'm not mad about the e-bike. I think it's a good thing. I hope someone sends me an e-bike to review, because I want to do like a little 3-day road trip on an e-bike where I bring my solar panels and I bring a giant battery generator and I go for an e-bike ride adventure. All right. Okay. This has been a really interesting run because I'm just coming off of being sick. So I still have like phlegm and gross stuff. And yet, out here for a run, I feel great. I really do. So, obviously, somebody wants me out here. Somebody's looking out for me. Yeah, I'm also reviewing 2 products right now during this run. We got the earbuds right here, which are super comfortable. These things lock in, and I don't even notice they're there. They're not putting pressure into my ear, so I don't feel like they're just plugging my ears, which is really nice. The touch sensitive capacitive touch is decent. It's not the best. I did have to push it a couple times because I was missing it. Well, there I hit it first try. And first try again. It's because you guys are watching. If you guys weren't watching, I would have probably missed it. After my run, I'm gonna do my whey protein, and then I'm gonna take a cold shower, help flush out the lactic acid from my muscles so I can recover faster. Yeah, I've been doing this whey protein for a while now, and it really removes all muscle pain. It's kind of amazing. I always tell people if you're getting whey protein, 3 miles, 24 minutes, 8-minute, 18-second mile. So we dropped 11 seconds slower, which is fine. Remember, I'm still sick and it's cold, and I'm reviewing 2 products, which is really fun. So I always run a little bit slower. Wow, the wind is chilly. Okay, let's talk about the phone stabilizer gimbal. How is it stabilizing? As far as I could tell, it's not as good of a gimbal as the Mobile 6. I think the Mobile 6 is way smoother than this phone stabilizer. That's my thought. But is it enough to spend the $120 more? I think this is only $69 on Amazon. No, I'm gonna tell you right now, you buy this phone stabilizer for $69, very close to the Mobile 6. Very, very close. If you're buying this as a gift for someone who's trying to make YouTube videos, this thing is going to be great because it has a tripod stand built in, so they could just set it on their desk and if they have the app running, it'll follow them around. Oh, it's doing it. Is it following me? Hold on. I did not do that, people. How did it know? What? Okay, let me try that again. I'm gonna put my hand here, I'm gonna move. So, no. I think that was just a coincidence. That was weird. I thought it was tracking my hand, it's not. But I believe in the app, it will track your hand, I don't know. But anyways, this is a great gift because it's a multi-purpose. It's multi-purpose. You could do action shots like I'm doing where you're running and get real smooth shots. Or you can leave it on the tripod stand, and let's say you're on a boat or an RV, this thing will stabilize it to take out all the bumps. Like right now, if I was holding this phone in my hand, it would look like this. I just bumped the phone with my hand. Yeah. Woo. Okay. All right. Yeah, the hand grip is basically like the Mobile 6. It's just a little bit thicker in diameter. But it's still really scary when you take your thumb off because the whole phone, it kind of rests right here on your thumb and the crease of your hand. So it kind of sits in that pocket. And you take your thumb to pan around and it feels like you're gonna drop the whole thing. And if you stick around to the very end, I'll show you what I mean when I say I'm running naked. I have no case on my phone. And I think that's a little hack for the DJI stabilizer phone mount. I wish they would make it a little bit bigger too. I think the phone mount could be updated. All right, we got some loose dogs. 2 of them. Wow, they're just chilling. Okay. I don't know if you follow this live stream enough, but boy, am I not a fan of loose dogs. No way. And I did not see those things coming. They saw me for sure. And they were just like, hey, we're chilling. Okay. All right. We're coming up on the 4 mile, 5 mile split. So if we go left up here a little ways, that's gonna be 4 miles. If we go right, it's gonna be 5 miles. Now, like I've been saying, I'm just getting off of being sick, so I still have a lot of cold symptoms. So I might just do 4 miles, but I've been doing 5 miles for a little bit now, so let's see. What am I gonna do? All right. You know what? I'm feeling good. I think I'm going 5 miles. We'll really get this thing tested just to figure out how good it is. And then we'll get home, call it a day. Yeah, the earbuds are really solid. If you're coming to look at the earbuds, they're also $69. It's really funny. This phone stabilizer is $69 and the earbuds are $69 on Amazon. So somehow I'm reviewing 2 white devices. They're both white. No, this one's gray. They're light colored. They both have similar names, SE and FE. And they're a similar price. So they're not gonna break the bank, which is really good. All right, let's talk about battery life on this phone stabilizer. So we've been going for 35 minutes and it's been going strong. Battery life is still green. I believe the Mobile 6 battery life was several hours. I was very happy with that battery life. Was not mad at it at all. Trying to get some cinematic shots for you guys. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy. On this mode, I should say. So I run on the first mode. As far as I can tell, it looks like a diamond with some circles. And that's the mode I run on. So if you're looking at yours right now, that's the mode that's best for running. I will definitely learn the names of these modes. I should just Google them. I'm surprised I haven't Googled them yet. Yeah, I will say that the Mobile 6 is better at taking fast cinematic shots. It kind of knows, like this one doesn't realize that when I dip down, I want the phone to stay straight like this. It keeps pointing down. Now let me change the mode and just make sure I'm not being crazy, because I'm pretty sure all the modes, yeah. Okay, that's the fourth mode. Yep. 4 miles. Eight minutes, 37 seconds. We are slowing down. This area always smells like marijuana. I don't know why, but it always does. It's hilarious. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, I definitely like a single axis gimbal for running the best. So a 3-axis is just too much. You don't need it to move as much. All you want it to do is stay basically like that the whole time. But this thing likes to pan down, pan back up, pan left, pan right. But it's definitely not as bad as the Mobile 6. So there's something about this gimbal that's a little bit more predictable. Okay, we're going through the woods, people. I still wish I could flip my camera around with my... Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, that was weird. Am I in the wrong mode? I'm in the wrong mode. Oh my gosh. Ha! Get out of that mode. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, we jumped over that log. Did it look like I jumped? I should say I hurdled. I think that's the correct terminology. Yeah, so because this doesn't have a phone tripod built into the handle, I'm not able to set this down and then run past. I don't bring the phone tripod with me. I leave it at home because it weighs like 2 to 3 ounces. which adds up. Every ounce adds up, basically. And I'm trying to run as light as possible. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, my legs are getting a little bit sore, which is not normal. And I'm getting a little bit of a side stitch, side cramp. All right, I'm going back to music mode on the earbuds. Okay, I have no idea how to skip on the earbuds. I'm trying to skip track and I cannot figure it out. That is hilarious. I've double tapped the button pressing, I've triple tapped it, I swiped it, nothing happens. Okay. Wow, that house is coming alive. That is amazing. That thing's burnt to the ground almost. That is absolutely amazing. Wow. Okay, I could not hear the dogs barking. There was like 4 dogs back there and a fence. Could not hear them at all. So these definitely block some of the noise. Okay. All right. The sound quality is much better. It sounds really nice. So the last song I gave these earbuds a 4 out of 5. This song is definitely hitting all the highs, the mids, the lows. But it's definitely a little bit better. Okay. All right. Yeah, the earbuds are definitely good. They're not premium by any means, but the sound quality is pretty solid. I have to admit, I was really getting pulled out of this run and sucked right into the music, which is so much fun. And I couldn't hear anything around me at all. Like, really good. I don't think they have noise canceling built in. I could be wrong. All right. Okay, we're almost done with this run. We'll be coming up on 5 miles pretty soon. And then we'll review the phone stabilizer and the earbuds. All right. Yeah, the next live run I do, I will strictly review the earbuds. So if you feel like I haven't touched enough on the earbuds, I'll talk about about that in the next run. So definitely subscribe to this channel for more live content. Yeah, I'll also say that I think this 5 miles. .834 was my last mile. All right. Whew. Okay. All right. Okay, let's talk about this phone stabilizer. Let's give it a full star rating. So it's definitely not 5 out of 5 stars. I'll start off by saying that. The handle, I think if you had a wrist strap on, you might feel a little bit more confident holding it in your hand. When I move my thumb to mess with the joystick, I lose the perfect hand grip. I lose it, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. I lose that grip and I don't feel confident anymore. I feel like this whole thing could fall. And I think when your phone is not in a case like mine is, that gets real sketchy. You're like, I do not want to destroy everything at once. So I think the hand grip is just not, it's not the best. DJI does not know how to make a premium hand grip that's confidence inspiring when you go to push the buttons. So it also does not have a selfie stick, which I have not run with a phone stabilizer that didn't have a selfie stick. So this is really interesting. I think it's one of those things where I didn't care for the selfie stick until I didn't have it. And now I'm thinking, yeah, you know, maybe a little bit more extension could be good. So there's no selfie stick, which cuts, I think, 100 grams off of this compared to the Mobile 6. The stabilizer is good. It's a little bit slow though, I will say. It's slow and it is still a little bit jerky at times when the Mobile 6 was smooth. So it's not as good of a gimbal as the Mobile 6. And then the joystick is very similar to the Mobile 6. And I'm gonna pan around with it real quick. So here's me panning. So the only problem with it is I kind of wish that they would just simply give you a left, right, up, down. But what they do is they'll give you the ability to go left, right, up, down, and then go diagonal up in any direction. And when you're running and you're not really paying attention, sometimes you're trying to just pan over a little bit like that. And instead, when you're panning over, you're doing something like this, where it's also looking down and then also looking up. So that's just me picking nits, but whatever. You double tap the trigger button in the back and it all goes back. So I'm gonna do that real quick for you guys. Boom, that is awesome. That's what the Mobile 6 has, and I love it. So also you can't, oh wait, no, that's right. Yeah, you can't tilt this. You cannot tilt this manually. You can only tilt it with the joystick. That's it. So the Mobile 6, you could tilt it forward because the selfie stick could come out and then you could bend it forward on a hinge basically. And it was really nice. I liked it a lot. But this one, you're relying on the joystick. And while I was running, I was realizing that this thing really wants you to utilize the joystick. Oh gosh. But just know that left is not left and right is not right and up is not up and down is not down. It's all backwards. It's all crazy. So the joystick is good, but I wish there was a way to maybe just say go left, go right, go up, go down, like maybe make it 2 modes. That would be really, really awesome. So it's lighter weight than the Mobile 6, which is awesome. I like that. The way that it holds the phone, I'm gonna show you that real quick. So I'm gonna pop it off the stabilizer. Let me just show you the stabilizer before I do anything too crazy. So this is what I was talking about. You can't bend it forward here. Your hand sits like that and grips it, and that's really safe. You could trigger like that, but the moment you come off, now you've lost that safety because all the weight is going right there. So you take your thumb off and it tilts this way and you feel like, oh, it's just gonna fall. So that was something that immediately I was like, I don't feel confident. And then, like I said, the joystick can go up in angles, so all like that. Let's go through the modes real quick. I don't know if you could see these on camera. Let me find it. Let's see. Did it turn off? No, it didn't turn off. Okay, hold on. Oh, the battery's dead. Okay, people, we killed the battery. There you go, 50 minutes, and the battery has died. Wow, you can see the red light right there. Okay, so now we know the battery life. It's 50 minutes. Wow, okay. So 50 minute battery life, so maybe an hour. We'll just say an hour. I'm sure that's what DJI says is an hour, but we have 51 minutes with this thing being on. Yeah, so this is how you go. You double tap this to go into landscape. Oh, it's off. Anyways, you double tap this to go into landscape mode, and then you double tap it again and it goes back to portrait. That works super fast, super seamless. The record button only works through the app. The mode button is really cool, and it's also the power button. And then this one over here is the zoom in, zoom out, which also only works with the app. And then this is the trigger button, which centers it, which is awesome. I love that. And then the tripod goes on the bottom. I wish the tripod was built into the handle. I'm going to knock off some points for that. But yeah, so all in all, I'm going to say that this is a solid phone stabilizer for the price. So if you don't want to spend $200 on a Mobile 6 or wait for the Mobile 7, this is a great buy. It's not going to break the bank, and it's going to do basically everything that the Mobile 6 does, just with a few things off. And it's not enough to really say, oh, that's terrible, you shouldn't buy it. So I'm going to give this thing a solid 4-star rating, and I'm going to say that for running, it's a single thumb up, not 2. And for everything else, it is definitely 2 thumbs up, solid 4-star rating. So yeah, that's a great buy. All right, let's talk about the earbuds real quick. Okay, so the earbuds, they lock in the ear. They feel super, super comfortable. I really, really like them a lot. They definitely passed the run test. The case is super small. It's basically like all Samsung cases. Flip that over. It's basically like all Samsung cases now. They're really small and nimble, and they're clamshell, so you flip it open. Really nice molding inside of there. The earbuds go in super easily. We're gonna drop them in sweaty. They go in super, super easily. Capacitive touch buttons, they definitely worked. The next live run I do is going to focus on these 100%. So they'll be fully reviewed in the next live run. So definitely subscribe to that. Let me show you the... I got to go into the car. Here we go. I'm going to go into the window real quick. So I'm going to show you. So I ran with no phone case on here because this thing has amazing grips. Let me flip it around. Let's see. Can I do this? Yeah, so this thing has oopsies. So this thing has amazing grips inside of here, which really allow it to lock onto the phone. And if you put a case on and your case is on here, it actually pushes the case back. So this is designed, I believe, for no case phones. So put your phone in your DJI stabilizer without a case, and I guarantee you, you're going to thank me. You're going to be like, whoa, it's so much better. It locks it into place. It didn't move at all, like up and down, which is really awesome. I still don't like how it comes off your phone. I'm going to take it off right now. Wow, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I still don't like how it comes off of the phone. It is really, really bad. There you go. It's really terrible how you have to put it on and take it off. I wish they would update it, make it a little bit better. It's gonna pinch and hold your phone really, really nicely, and it's also gripped in here, so it's super gripped. That's why I trust putting my phone in here. There's no metal that's gonna touch your phone. It's all grip. So DJI definitely did a good job on that. So solid 4-star rating for the Mobile SE. I believe that's what it is, the SE. I reviewed the SE and the FE, so I'm so confused. But solid star rating, and I will run with these earbuds in the next live run, so definitely subscribe to get more of that. I'll catch you guys in the next live. Bye.